Hi, so what I'm going to be showing you is how to graph exponential equations. I know that both the orange equation and the blue equation are exponential because x is the exponent. If I'm ever unsure what a graph looks like, I can always see what the relationship is between x and y by building a table. So I want to know what happens as I put in positive numbers in here. What do I get for y? 0, negative numbers. I want to have a variety so that I get a full picture of my graph. So I'm going to pick the numbers 2, 1, 0, -1, and -2 for my x values. So from here, I'm going to replace the x with each of these numbers. So right here is where I'm going to replace the 2. So 2 squared means 2 times 2, and that's 4. For the next one, I'm going to replace x with 1. 2 to the first power is 2. I learned that 2 to the 0 power, anything to the 0 power is just 1. 2 to the -1 is going to be 1 over 2. And 2 to the -2 is going to be 1 over 4. So then I take each of these points. These are my coordinates, 2, 4, 1, 2, 0, 1. And that will give me the shape of the graph. So starting at -2, I go x -2, y is -1 or 1/4, -1, 1/2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4. I know that if I were to put in a 3, 2 to the third power, which means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So I feel like I have a pretty good picture of my graph. It's going to be a curve that grows really quickly this way and gets very close to 0 this way. So then if I have this equation, I notice it still has 2 to the x, but there's also this +3 and a -6, and it connects to what I know about transformations. We learned in an earlier unit that if it's with the x, that will move it left and right. So a +3 will move it left 3, and a -6 will move it down 6. So I could have created my own table and done the same thing as before with x and y and thought about, like, if I plug in a 0 for x, what's 2 to the 0 plus 3 minus 6? And I would have gotten a coordinate that way, or I could use the transformation method. I'm going to use the transformation method since I already have the parent graph, and I'm just going to move each of these points left 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and down 6. So that one's been moved. And then I take this one right here and I move it left 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down 6. Be about right here. Left 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then down 6. And I can see it's going to have the same overall shape, but it's just been shifted left 3 and down 6.